The Simple World of Golf was started just for that reason, to keep the game of golf simple, to get people out having fun, enjoying themselves. So we're a lot of instructors, they tend to want to build golf swings. I work with what a person brings to the table. We make some adjustments, off you go play, and you go have some fun playing a game of golf. We teach everybody from juniors to anybody with a disability. We do regular golf lessons, group lessons, seniors, beginners. We try to push women. We do a lot with the women's groups. So we pretty much encompass every group that you could think of to teach golf. We were doing what we call an accessible golf clinic. So we're teaching individuals with disabilities how to golf, to get back into golf, or if they've never played golf to begin with, how to start playing. You know, years ago I was running. I'm a big ultra runner, and I happened to run with a gentleman that had a flex foot, and I was very inspired by his story, and it just kind of got me interested. So this past January I went down to the PGA show, and Penn State was hosting a 2-day clinic with the Salute Military Golf Association to learn accessible golf and the ADA, and I decided last minute I'd go down there and start learning how to work with people with disabilities. I wouldn't say they're challenges exactly. It challenges me as an instructor overall, and I really enjoy working with the attitudes because these people have great attitudes. It's all about adaptation. You know, we were working with Jen today, and Jen has just got a new prosthetic. She can't shift her weight to her left leg. It's fine, we can work with that. So we keep the weight more centered, more to her right. So we're just basically working around whatever they're bringing. Just the ability to be able to hit a golf ball and get it up in the air, I think, is a success. Jake, again, another success. And we've had it, but mostly it's been with our veterans. I think when we work with our veterans that have had any number of disabilities, I think working with them, getting them to hit a golf ball, I think those are some great success stories. I started when I was 14. I started working with my dad. I started playing golf with my dad, and he got me interested, and then it became a challenge to beat my dad. And then I was basically self-taught the rest of the way. And my competitive nature got me involved with the junior golf tours, and I started playing the junior golf tours, and then eventually I went to college for a year, played college golf, and then on to the professional golf tours. I think I learned that, and for me, having never been around a vast number of people with disabilities, is that people come first. It's a person with a disability versus looking at the disability and thinking there's something flawed, something wrong with them. It's a complete change of attitude, and I think a lot of people need to be exposed to it to understand it. So we started the Millman Energy Foundation specifically for that reason, to teach people that have disabilities the game of golf. And that's what the energy stands for. Energy, because that's what we put into it, but the energy stands for No Restrictions Golf, and that's exactly that, to be all-inclusive and accessible. You'll be able to find that on our new website, which is set to launch next week. And I think if you can contribute, be it monetarily, if you contribute time when we do our clinics in the future, if you get a hold of us, we'd really appreciate it. We do fundraisers throughout the year, but a lot of the funds are going to purchase accessible and adaptable golf equipment, to provide scholarships to young golfers that are amputees that are going on to play or would like to compete or go on to college for scholarships, and so we'd like to do some of those things with our foundation.
Today, I was essentially getting my life back, basically. I did climbing and I did golf. Both of those things for the first time ever. So this is a very good day for me. It's a very good day. You know, I had never really thought about doing golf before, but after doing it, it was really great. I had to learn how to do a better stance and shift my legs a little bit, and figure out kind of some modifications. But once he taught me the swing, the satisfaction you get from hitting the ball and actually getting it to go far is really a good feeling. So I think I'm going to be doing golf again, for sure. Whether it's a recent injury or whether it's something that you've been dealing with for a long time, I think on one side it's so important to meet other amputees or other people that have disabilities, so that you know that there's a community and there's other people that are like you, and that they come together and they support you, but also you need to get out of the house and be active so that you can live your life. I mean, it's just because something happened to you and you had a limb taken away doesn't mean that you have to have your life taken away. So we need to get out there and just live life.
The foundation is called the Millman Energy Foundation, which stands for No Restrictions Golf. So basically what we wanted to do is we wanted to take the energy that both of us have and the passion that both of us have in helping people with disabilities and use the things we know, which is golf, and bring it to anybody. So basically no restrictions golf is, there's no restrictions to anybody. Anybody can learn to play the game of golf. My role is more of a supportive role. My husband's the instructor. I try and schedule lessons, schedule the clinics, and shag balls. I'm pretty much, I'm the social one. So I'm walking around talking to everybody, making sure everybody's having a good time, and just kind of planning everything. What's nice is almost everybody you meet and almost everybody that's been a part of it is just so receptive. And even people who've never played the game of golf before, it's just so inspiring to see them after they hit the ball in the air one time. They just get the excitement they have. We have one little girl, I call her a little girl, but she's a woman. She was just jumping up and down in her chair. She was so excited. And we have people that are in the standing wheelchair that we're doing it. And it's more than just after we get done with every single clinic, I feel like every single one of these people is my friend, you know, and it's just inspiring to hear their stories and how it's just nice for them to, you know, one girl was just saying she was stuck in bed for pretty much the last 11 years, and now all of a sudden doing this is something she's never done before. She's like, it's just so inspiring. She's like, this is just like a drop in the bucket to what I can do now. So it's great.
I knew Scott on a professional level and worked with him, and he was getting really excited about teaching golf, and it kind of it sort of snowballed from my understanding. He was doing the adaptive golf lessons and was getting certified for that, and it just started growing from there. He wanted to get more involved in it and do it as a nonprofit and give veterans a way and other people with disabilities a way to change what they were doing and use golf as, you know, therapy. And I was really involved in everything the company was doing, and we got along pretty good, and we kind of have a same work ethic, and he asked me if I wanted to be involved. Currently I do a lot of the fundraising. I head up, spearhead a lot of what we're doing as far as raising funds for the organization, club drive for getting equipment for the vets, contacting organizations that we could be affiliated with and do things like this where we can come out and, you know, put on a clinic or network with some other groups where, you know, both groups would benefit from what we're doing. You know, making clubs for the disabled vets so they can hit a club out of a wheelchair, finding golf courses that will allow us to come out and give lessons, just simple stuff like that. For a living, I sell metal, and that metal will just go into a part and rot and die and be forgotten. And, you know, I'm not old, but I'm crowding 30, and I want to do something different. I want to do something more with my life than just have a job and, you know, make some money and do something that's not going to change anybody's life. I mean, I sell a part for a washer, it's going to be lost, and, you know, nobody will ever, it doesn't do anything. You know, it helps the gross domestic product a little bit. But this is something where I can go out and I can spend an afternoon. There was a lady here today where she was saying that it was her first time going out with her new leg, and she's like, this is great. She's like, it filled me up. She's like, I haven't been able to, she's like, I'm exhausted. You know, I got to climb and I got to golf. And she's like, I needed this. She's like, I was getting depressed. And that's cool. And like, I'm walking away from that, you know, learning the patience of, you know, when I have a tough day, these people have it so much. And that's what I get out of it, is the appreciation of how these people, they humble you because their situations are so much more difficult, but yet they're so, I don't know, they're uplifted about it and they take it in stride, so to speak. So that's what I get from it, is the patience, and then the friendship too, because these people, they remember you the next time you see them, and they're like, hey Justin, what's going on? You know, it's like, oh, it's great to see you again out here, and, you know, seeing them improve on their golf game, and it's just doing something different and being able to give back and help. I like it. That's what I think.